In this video, we are going to see how to get Slack notifications for hard-bounced mailer-sent emails. So let's say that you're using MailerSend as an email marketing solution. And here, every time a mail has been hard-bounced, which means that for some reason, if the mail doesn't exist or any other reason the mail has been bounced, then automatically a notification should be sent to your team which is sitting on Slack, which is a social messaging app. Now, how can that be done? For this, again, you will have to set up some integration between the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here, your trigger application would be MailerSend and your action application would be Slack. Now, how can this entire thing be automated and you can do it yourself? To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. Now on the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this tab, sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes. And yes, at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in as I'm an existing user. And here we have reached the all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. Here we have reached the dashboard of this application. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. So I'm going to click on this and a dialog box has appeared which is asking me to name this workflow. Here my objective is that every time there is a hard bounced mail sent through MailerSend, then automatically the team who's sitting on Slack should be notified about it. So now I'm going to click on create. And here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action is do this. Action here is the response of what happens to my trigger. So as per the integration that we are planning, my trigger application would be MailerSend. So let's click on this. Now what is my objective here? What is the trigger event? So this is the event that will make this workflow run. And here it would be email is hard bounced. So this workflow is going to trigger when my email was not delivered. So I'm going to click on this. And now let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the MailerSend account. So I'm going to select add new connection, and here we have to provide a token. From where can we get this token? First, we have to log into our MailerSend account, then go to domains. So I've already logged into my MailerSend account. This is a dashboard. And here we can see domains. Let's click on this. So as we reach here, what we have to do is we have to select the domain. So once I have selected this domain, pabbly.com. Now here you can see generate new token. So I'm going to click on this. Now we have to name our token something. So I'm going to just name it like demo token. And now let's click on create token. So once done, I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Then click on save to set up this connection. So once this is done, here we have to provide a webhook name. So this can be any random name. So I'm going to write it demo webhook. And now the domain ID. So it has already captured the domain ID. I'm going to click on save and send test request. So as we do that, it is saying that do a test submission in that application in order to capture the response here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an email through MailerSend. So I have created another workflow. So I have chosen my action application as MailerSend here, and the event is send an email. So I have provided this from email address. Then there's a from email name. This is Pabbly Connect. Now to email address. So I'm going to provide a random email address at gmail.com. And this definitely doesn't exist. To email name will be PC. Email subject is demo. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So as soon as I do that, here we have received the API response which says that my application has been processed. Now if I take you back to Pabbly Connect, let's see if we have received the API response here. And yes, we have received it. So what does the response say? It says that this is the email subject. Here you can see. So this is the domain ID. What is the data type? It is hard bounced. Now the reason says that the email account that you tried to reach does not exist. Again, if I take you down, what is the email subject? It is demo. Email status says it is rejected. Then if I take you further down, this is the recipient's email address and this is the created time, and that's it. So we have received this response. It was sent through this email address. Once we have received this, now my objective is to notify my team which is sitting on Slack about this hard bounced email. So I'm going to add an action step here. This time the application would be Slack. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to send channel message. I'm going to click on connect. So here again Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Slack account so that it can have access to the information. So let's select add new connection, then connect with Slack. So here we have to enter the token type. So whenever you are sending a message which may contain media files or some URLs, etc., we have to use user. I'm going to click on save. So here it is requesting permission to access the Pabbly Slack workspace. So I'm going to click on allow. And here you can see that the authorization has been successful, which means that Pabbly Connect is now connected with Slack. So once this connection has been set, here we have to fill in this information. So we have to provide the name of the channel, the message, and rest of the information. So before I fill this information, I'm going to take you to my Slack account. So once I've logged in, I have chosen the workspace. This is the channel that I have created, Mailers Send Notifications. You can create your own channel by clicking on this plus icon over here, and you can add a channel, add people to it, and then you're sorted. Now I'm taking you back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to select the channel. So the name of my channel is Mailers Send Notifications. So let's click on this. Now what is the message that I wish to send? So here I have written a message. Dear team, a mail has been hard bounced through Mailers Send. Please check, and then here I have written details. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the information over here. So how do I map? So as I click on this, it is going to show me the previous step. So as I click on this and I take you down, so it will show me the email address. This is the email address. Now again, as I click here for the email subject, so as I click on this, this is the email subject. So once we have mapped this, the mail sent from, so I'm again going to click on this, go to step 1. This is the email address. Now the date and time. So again, when I look for the date and time, so this is the created time, but this is given in a different format. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one action step over here. And here my application is basically a feature by Pabbly, which is date time formatter. So the action event here would be to format date with time zone. I'm going to click on connect. Now this is going to help us in changing the format of the date that we have received. So first I have to map the data. So I'm again going to click on this, go to step 1, and as I scroll down, this is the created date and time. Now the from format. So this is exactly in the same format, which is year, month, date, and then we have the time. So I'm going to change this format to date, month, year, and then time. And now the from time zone. So I'm going to click on this. This is the UTC time zone. And 2 time zones, so I want it in the Asia Kolkata time zone. So I'm going to click on this and save and send test request. So here you can see that we have received the time. Now I'm again going to go down, quickly refresh this connection by selecting the existing connection. And here I'm going to add the date and time. Go to step 2, and this is the date and time. So here I have filled in the information, and I'm going to go down, and here I'm going to click on save and send test request. So what does my API response say? It says that the message has been sent. This is the message that has been shared on Slack. Now I'm going to take you to my Slack account and see if we have received a response, and here is the response, which basically means that our integration process is a complete success. But we also need to check this in real time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send another email. So here I am, and I'm going to go to Mailers Send once again, and here I'm just going to change the email address. So again I'm going to give a random email address at gmail.com, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. which says that our application has been processed, which basically means that now I should have received a message on Slack. Let's go and check this. So I'm going to refresh this page, and here you can see that we have received another email, and this is the message where we have the email address, email subject, mail sent from, date and time. So this basically means that our integration process is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done, so that you have a crystal clear understanding of the entire process. So here our trigger application was mailer sent, and the event that we had selected was email is hard bounced. Then our action application was Slack. The event was send channel message. Here we had to format the time. That's why we had chosen a feature by Pabbly, which is date time formatter, and the event here was format date with time zone. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the description box of this video. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any particular integration, if there is any particular integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.